Hey, what's going on, y'all? Once again, it's your boy Killah Threat,
Y'all know who it is. Cool Cal.
and this is another episode of the Welcome to the Lou Town podcast. And once again, we have to always let you know that we drop episodes every week, so make sure you check out for them, primarily on Thursdays. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that you A, hit that like button. B, hit that subscribe button. And C, go ahead and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any time we drop new content like this. So, as always,
What's on the menu today? What we talking about?
we're going to go ahead and talk about accountability. I think it's a very strong subject. This might be loved by some, but hated by many. So,
Definitely hated by many.
yeah, you know. So feel free to feel like you feel and put your feelings in the comments and I'll respond to them accordingly. So, with that note, let's go ahead and get started. Accountability, let's go ahead and break down the definition since so many in today's society don't even know what being accountable is. Accountability, by definition, is the fact or condition of being accountable or taking responsibility. Quadruple line, underline responsibility. Because it seems like in this reality, in this landmine of feelings that we live in nowadays,
Yeah.
people are more comfortable with lies and uncomfortable with truth. Yeah, faking like a mug. So, let's talk about different ways or different people that show that they don't like accountability. We're going to start off with the kids first, just to go ahead and keep it light. Now, kids most definitely hate accountability. You know why? Because they're kids.
Right.
I never met a kid really that is already suited and booted and responsible. They have to be taught, they have to be trained, they have to be molded to be that certain individual, that type of kid,
Right.
to be strict on themselves. That doesn't come. That's why, you know what I'm saying, ass whoopings were invented. You know what I'm saying? So we can go ahead and show where the gun line is, show where the boundaries lay.
Don't cross the gun line.
No. So yeah. And what I mean with kids not being accountable, because everybody who are parents anyways, kids have issues, we all know, with following rules at home. So if it's don't yell in the house, don't scream in the house, like I just got done telling my kids before we shot this episode.
Yeah.
Don't yell, don't scream. And then I had to go ahead and give them a friendly reminder again, even while recording. In some of the episodes, you might hear our kids in the background horse playing, but that's just what it is. Sometimes you have older kids that you try to teach and embed responsibility into, and you try to go ahead and teach them how to do chores. So like with my oldest son, Trey, I tell him to go ahead and take out the trash. I let him know the days that the trash need to be taken out, the days that the recycling needs to be out, and I have to stay on him. And sometimes he comes up with cockamamie excuses, but again, you got to be accountable for your actions. If you're able to remember what time a television show come on, if you're able to remember to ask me for a snack, or ask me to go outside, or ask me for your favorite toy or game, you should be able to remember to take out the trash.
Absolutely.
So you got to be held accountable for that, because there's nothing wrong with your memory.
Yeah. I guess my child a little weird. She enjoys the chore aspect. As of right now, we'll see if that lasts or how long it'll last. But
Right.
she enjoys, let me wash the dishes or let me sweep. Like, she enjoys that as of right now. I'll let y'all know if things change.
Right.
But right now, I don't have to tell her, hey, wash the dishes. Like, she go in there, the dishes in the sink, Daddy, okay, cool. And, I've been putting it in her head since she was younger, like, certain things, it's like, she'll repeat, it's my responsibility. Like, so, it just takes work. It takes work with molding a child.
Yeah.
Some get it faster, some get it a little, take a little bit more time. Some don't get it at all. But the ones that don't get it at all are usually the ones where the village, and when I say village, I mean not just the parents, the cousins, the uncles, the people in the neighborhood. No one took the time to mold that child because it takes a village.
Yeah. Yeah. Another thing about kids, as always, I think it's very common that kids don't necessarily like to do homework. So sometimes they create a habit where they don't do homework, or they have excuses for not doing the homework, or sometimes they just forget to do the homework because of the habit of not doing the homework on a consistent basis every day or every evening when they leave school. So they have to be held accountable for that. Because if you can go ahead and make a conscious decision not to do your homework, but you want to go fly to the television or fly in the pantry and get something to eat, then watch television, do what you want, how you want, when you please, that's problematic.
Yeah.
Shoot, another thing about kids, last, because I don't want to beat down the kids too much, is paying attention at school, which is a very big thing, because your job is not to actually go to work to make money. Your job is to go to school, pay attention, and get good grades. That's what your job is. And kids always come with the reason why I have bad grades is because my teacher don't like me. Like, come on, man. Your teacher don't even know you for real like that. That show hate or show any type of disregard to you, period. Unless you really acting a clown in school.
Well,
and here's the exception to the rule.
My teachers didn't like me. Hey, that one ain't go with my mama now. But mama, I swear, my teachers ain't like me. But I gave them a good reason. I gave him a good reason.
He was doing the most.
Yeah.
He was doing the most one. Dang, man.
Once upon a time.
Long time ago. But yeah, it's just that's the thing with kids, they're gonna always come out into the world and only be about them, me. That's the attitude of being selfish. But that's all a kid knows is how to get what they need to get for themselves. Go for the gusto for themselves. If it's no matter if it's something physical, mental, they just go for it. And the end game is to make sure that they win themselves. So, and parents have that certain aspect too when it comes to their kids, because all we want to do is see our kids win in this thing called life. So, but to make sure that they win, we have to establish something with the kid or with the children or with the family of whoever you claim, step, whatever. You need to let them know they have to be responsible and be accountable, because the older that they get and they don't know that, it's going to be very tamalic. There's going to be a lot of turmoil that's going to come from that selfish attitude, that entitlement feature that these kids have, because they feel that it's deserving that they get all these things, and no matter how they act or how they portray themselves, they ain't gonna take accountability for whatever consequences come with that. They just feel like everything great should just come to them automatically. So, but enough on the kids. Let's get to the women out there. What up, ladies?
What's up, ladies?
I love you all. I'm gonna go ahead and put that out as a precursor.
I love y'all too. Y'all know that, man.
Yeah, we most definitely love all the women. You know what I'm saying? Especially our black women.
But God said you chastise the ones you love.
Y'all write that down. Now, let's go ahead and talk about accountability with the women. Now, the first thing I know during recent years, it's been a lot of female empowerment. I love it, especially through the music. I love it. Shouts out to, the queen of them all as of right now, in my opinion, is Nicki Minaj, who started the female empowerment thing. But then it led off to, Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion so on and so forth. I even think prior to Nicki Minaj, you can go ahead and throw in a Trina in there, because she was doing her thing and talking her stuff. You know what I'm saying? You can go ahead and throw Gangsta Boo in and LaChat if you want to go street with it. But not to get off topic, these hot girl summers, you know what I'm saying, that women love to have, where you coupled up, you're married or whatever, and you still want to go ahead and live like you're single. And you expect things to go as it normally does, more so than not. It's not gonna be that way. It's gonna come out to be some trouble. You're gonna have to be held accountable for that, for whatever type of attention that you draw towards yourself, good or bad. Because I'm a man, and I know how men think. I know how men function, and I know most women will say, "Well, I dress this way and I act this way just because I'm doing it for self."
But that's false. You're not
Exactly.
doing it for yourself.
No, you're not.
Stop. You're not doing it for yourself. You're not wearing a shirt showcasing your areolas and your nipples for your damn self, because you see them every day in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
You're not doing that for self. You're doing it to showcase. Let's stop lying to ourselves and to each other.
Yeah. And like Jess Hilarious said, shout out to Jess Hilarious. She said it best. Every female, for some reason, in this modern day era, is paying attention to these young ladies who were talking about how they don't need males, or how to be independent, so on and so forth. Forget a man this, they ain't good for this, put them back, they belong to the streets. But all these women are in relationships themselves.
Yeah.
Is Cardi B married?
The city girls, they got a thing. City girls up 200 points. I know you've seen it on social media. Or city boys up 100 points.
School me.
Yeah, it's like a little man versus woman competition that people have on social media.
Okay.
So, is that still possible? Because the actual city girls are committed.
Yeah. And
So-
I know JT was committed to Lil Uzi for a while.
She still is.
Right. And then I know old girl, I forgot her name.
Carisha, Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
doing
saw her
her thing with
holding.
Diddy?
Yeah, you saw her holding the sign up. So
Go Poppy.
So I mean, city girls lost the game if we going off that.
Right.
Because the actual city girls is in relationships crashing y'all out. Megan Thee Stallion too crashing y'all out. She stay in a relationship.
Right. Easy. You know what I'm saying? And her whole thing, even with the foot thing, you know what I'm saying, that even stemmed from a relationship that she had, even though it's probably a love triangle.
Hurt people.
Yeah. For real. But
Y'all better hold her accountable when more of this truth come out.
you know what I'm saying? Because, like I say, once again, ladies, we love y'all. This is not to bash y'all. But just know that your actions have consequences, good or bad. That's all I'm saying. Next thing, since we go on the hot girl summer thing, when you get to the summertime and you want to do your hot girl summer thing, that doesn't mean that you should be lax on your relationships. Meaning the things that you used to do around the house or the things that you used to do with your partner, you can't fall back on that. Because once you fall back on that and he senses the change, then he's going to change up how he is. And then you can't blame the relationship going bad on him responding to what you decided to do at first.
Right, because we pick up vibes too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We pick up when it used to be, hey boo, to what's up? I'm like, hold on, what's up? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yes, it's something ain't right on the other end.
Right, or if the communication starts getting less and less, you know what I'm saying, where you be on the phone more than you actually talking or being around your partner. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of problematic when the phone or the social media get more attention than your partner. So if the relationship is failing or you feel like it's failing, you just have to be woman enough, be boss, enough to go ahead and look at the woman in the mirror and go ahead and take yourself for what you have done and what you may have caused. That's what accountability is about. And then lastly, because like I say, I don't want to bash on my beautiful black women, because I'm not saying that every female is like this or every female has motives like these, but most females do in this modern day age. a lot of this independent, we don't need man stuff. But once again, if y'all want to check deeper into that, y'all can go ahead and look at our previous episode, I'm Not Your Enemy, and we expound on that a lot. So, last thing about y'all beautiful ladies is some of y'all are really lax with the modern day parenting thing. Like, you let your kids do whatever they want to do, say and dictate whatever around the house, do whatever they want to do at school with no consequence.
Y'all are a big reason why these kids don't have accountability.
Man, especially if you're thinking about how modern day families is, where the husband is out the home and there's a whole lot of single parent households which the woman is running the household.
Bet not nobody say nothing to my child.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta take
That's
account.
a problem. That's
Right.
a problem.
Yeah, a big problem. You just have to take responsibility.
You won't Miss Irma Jean to say something to your child before Officer Hoyt say and do something to your child. Now you crying on the news, wanting folks to march and step for you.
Right. Because your child got abused, or if it's a woman, Lord be there for them victims who have been sodomized by police. You know what I'm saying? And sexually abused by police, or even in some cases, rest in peace, Sandra Bland, even taken in and murdered by police. So, not saying that Sandra Bland or any of these kids come to the fact of bad parenting, but some have, not all, but some have. You know, that modern day parenting where nobody can't, like you said, can't tell my kid nothing. You treating your kid like they a contemporary, like they grown and they can do stuff around the house, like they pay bills, bring in food, help out with clothing you, and paying for expenses like for the car, whatever, or the house, whatever. That you gotta teach kids their place. Everything comes in time. They'll be grown soon because they only a kid for so long. But it's your job, especially for my single mothers out there. It's most definitely your job and your responsibility to upraise and parent like you know how to parent. I know we got flaws from our parents. Everything you ain't gonna do exactly the same because some things were good and some things were bad. So
You said a key word, and I want people to start taking this phrase, male and female, out of their vocabulary. I'm grown.
oh yeah.
What does I'm grown mean? Does I'm grown, like they use I'm grown to exempt them from character flaws, foul behavior, doing what they want to do, no accountability. I'm grown. What does I'm grown mean?
Crazy.
If I rob a bank or commit a murder, I can't tell the judge I'm grown.
Right.
He gonna say, get your grown ass here and do these 30 years
Right.
with these other grown niggas.
Right. Hope you like taking a shower.
Cut the I'm grown stuff out, man. And usually the folks that say that, they say it to people who are trying to give them knowledge or game. I don't even like to say game, but knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Or warn them about, hey, you might want to move a little different. They get offended. And it's my life. I'm grown. That does not excuse you from accountability. You're going to have to pay for it one way or the other.
Yeah. And then you can miss that I'm grown stuff, especially like you explained to me in the past, like you forever learning, so
Yeah.
you forever growing.
I'm grown mean I have no place for further growth. That means I'm dying. You know, stuff like that. We just gotta stop with the cliche shit.
Yeah, for real.
Stuff like certain phrases handicap us, and I'm grown is one of the biggest ones. I'm grown.
Right.
I'm an adult.
Yeah. All right, now, ladies, we're gonna go ahead and let y'all be. For those who are able to go ahead and take the sentiments that we drop, and know that everything that we say is out of respect, is not out of disrespect.
And out of love.
Most definitely out of love. You know, because we are the ones that gotta go ahead and nation build and prepare our kids to be the future of this nation, and our grandkids to be the future of our nation. So
yeah, I ain't one of these dudes who be like, I don't need no woman and all that. That's kind of LGBT-ish to me. You don't need no woman, bro.
Right.
I love my women.
I love all women.
I want y'all to be great. That's all.
Yeah, especially my black women. I want y'all to be powerful and great.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Now let's move on to the men, because I already know the women like, y'all ain't gonna say nothing about. No, we most definitely got us on lock. So let's get to it. So, men, first off, I love all of y'all, all my brothers, all my real men out there, you know what I'm saying? Even my lost souls, my lost brothers out there, I still love y'all, you know what I'm saying? I don't do nothing but want and pray for peace for every single one of us that's out here and the ones that are listening to this podcast. But let's go ahead and let's keep things 1,000 real quick. We already know some type of man out there, not necessarily you, not necessarily somebody in your circle, not necessarily somebody in your family, but you do know of men who always jump off and run off on the fam. Let's just keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? You have to know that these kids watch everything that we do. That if we are the leaders and we're actually having to show and lead by example, we have to be conscious of that. So
I don't want to hear y'all making excuses about. We just got on the women. I'm talking to the fellas. I don't want to hear this. My daddy wasn't around.
Yeah, my dad.
That's a cop out.
That is a cop out. I know I had a conversation with your pop and my pop about that, of how most men are still learning how to be men because they didn't have men in their lives. They like, I don't want to hear that.
I don't want to hear that. You had a big homie, you had a pawpaw, you had an uncle, a big cousin.
Yep.
You had some kind of positive male in your life to show you how to move, man. Some may have had more than others, but you had a positive role model. Whether it was a teacher who took the time, a basketball, football coach, you had some kind of positive male role model to show you how a man should move for the most part, as far as morals, values, and principles. So my daddy left my life. Don't fly with me, bro. So did mine.
Yeah. It's crazy. So we gotta most definitely be man enough to go ahead.
My daddy leaving my life or being on drugs. My daddy getting killed. Don't excuse me from being a flawed.
Facts. Yeah. Can't be flogging out here and then trying to hold excuses as a crutch. You can't do that.
It don't excuse you for my daddy wasn't around. That don't give you an excuse to holler at your homeboy wife.
Nope.
Cause your daddy ain't around. That's snake activity.
Real snake. I almost heard the tails rattling.
You know what I'm saying? Steal from your homeboy. You know what I'm saying? All kind of stuff. Because my daddy wasn't around. That's an excuse that don't even fly with me, bro.
Yeah. Next thing though, man, let's go ahead and if taking care of family is for men inside the house and outside the house, but let's talk about the men that it didn't work out with the young lady that you procreated with, and you might feel salty, and you just decide that you ain't gonna take her or look after the kids or do anything for the kids.
That's whack.
That's most definitely whack. Child care, you know what I'm saying? Even though women nurture, men should be able to nurture and teach their kids as well, especially the young boys, on how to become men. If you expect them to walk like, talk like, and act like a man,
right? If your baby mama don't want to give you none no more, oh well.
It's too many fish to see.
It was fun while it lasted. You had a good ride, right?
Yeah.
Got a kid out of it. Keep it moving, man. These dudes be so mad that they BM won't let them get none of that action no more, that they take it out on the kids.
Yeah, and
you
that's
know what
crazy.
I'm saying? That's whack.
And see, I know what I'm about to say is gonna tell y'all that I was raised around wolves and that I ran with wolves. See, me, if I don't get the action anymore, I'm not gonna trip because I already got that action once before, plenty of times. I already know what it's about. Necessarily, I'm not missing out on nothing. I can go ahead and get some new action from elsewhere. That's just how my perception of the whole thing is. But thank you. I cherish you for procreating and giving me one of the best gifts in life, which is my kids. So I gotta make sure that my kids blossom to be something that I want them to become. They can go at any path in life and do whatever they feel like doing, but I have to make sure that they're able to grow into having that option to do whatever they want to do in life. So that's my job for the time being, for the next 18 years of their life.
If you ain't want no kids, bro, get that snip. don't go in raw. If you in raw, don't bust in her. Like you got options out here, bro.
Pull out me.
You got options out here. You know what I'm saying? So the children, they didn't ask to be here.
No.
You know, they didn't ask to be here. But don't get mad because you want an abortion and she like, I'm keeping it.
Yeah. It was your choice.
It was your choice when you laid down with her. Yeah. So, you know, you gotta roll with the punches.
Yeah.
Be a man. Accountability. Stand up.
For real.
Raise them children the right way.
You know, men next. I know some men out there who don't take jobs seriously. We need to go to work every day. Not sometimes. Not I go to work, but most of the time I come in when I want to come in, and then all of a sudden you lose your job. Like Craig on his off day. You can't do that and then try to blame the job or blame the management or blame traffic or anything.
Yeah,
like
man, my
that.
boss had me fucked up, man. Why you had you fucked up?
Right.
Man, I only came in late like the last 3 months. He said if I come in late another month, it's gonna be over with. He let you come in late 3 months.
Right.
How late was you, bro? Only about 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. You can't blame nobody for yourself for what's
Yeah,
inevitably
folks
gonna
really be
happen.
feeling like that too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. And then the last thing about my man, then we gonna get off y'all because I don't want to beat us up too much neither. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to speak
But we
the truth.
chastise
Yeah.
who we love.
Yeah. But you can't make harsh choices. Meaning if somebody disrespects you in the wrong way, and then all of a sudden you beat the brakes off of them in broad daylight in the middle of a restaurant because you felt disrespected. Just know when you get locked up and they taking them cuffs off on you and it ain't nothing but you just sitting in the jail cell, you have nothing but time to sit. You can't blame nobody. You can't blame the dude, or I'ma just stay on the dude. You can't blame the dude because anybody that get disrespected by a female and you beat the brakes off a female, I most definitely ain't backing that. So if you beat the brakes off of a dude and it gets you in a certain amount of trouble where now you messed up in the game, again you gotta hold yourself accountable. Because no matter how mad you get, it really takes a strong man to be able to control his emotions and control his anger. You know, you have to know when to apply it and when to fall back. When is it worth it and when is it not worth it? It's all a part of growing up, man. What do you have to lose? Do you have anything to lose?
And that go for anything that you get into that can land you somewhere you don't want to be. If you get caught, you and your homeboy do a mission and you get caught, accept your accountability. Don't bring him down if he got away.
Right.
Accept your accountability for what you did. Y'all both did the mission.
Right. But yeah, let's go ahead. I'm gonna cap off this episode just because it looked like the camera about to die. So once again, it's another episode of Welcome to the Lewtown Podcast with your boy Killah Threat.
Cool Cal.
And once again, y'all go ahead and check out the episode. The main message is if you are not a part of the solution, then you're part of the problem.
And you might be the problem.
Might be the problem, for real. But just take the steps to accountability. You see it, that means you acknowledge that you're falling off, you own it, you see your wrongs, and you go ahead and try to admit to your mistakes and character flaws. You solve it, meaning you go ahead and try to create a solution around it, and then you do it, you do the solution to go ahead and change out the outcome. It's that simple. Holla back at your boy. It ain't nothing but all love. Till next time.
We out.